Try this. I'm trying different things. Oh, that was it. Try this. That was it. I'm trying different things. Oh, that was it. Now my volume's low. That was it. Different things. Oh, hello? Hello? Now my volume's low. We have since learned that set structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telefori. Hello? Hello? Okay, the Telefori's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past. Hold on. All we hold dear already have these towers, and there's been the cause of untold suffering. Okay, the Telefori's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past. Okay, yeah, you can hear everything now. All right, that's great. Countless innocent kidnapped and imprisoned. Their faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered at least. But after what happened to Arnvald and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Do that real quick. Alright, cool. Yet while these threats close to home are paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garamond. As you know, the Telefori are under the leadership of Fandaniel and one of the other delightful fathers, Janos Galvas, the crown prince of our dear friend. Today, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garamond into an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it was the bloodiest fighting in the War of Secession. But that has since changed in troubling ways. During our fuck me, man. English is not my best language. Hold on. I'm gonna type in
reconnaissance.
Okay. During our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by a barking of cannons or the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the place into a stirring effigies born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events too were orchestrated by the Telefari. Any army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We will find a way in Charlene, I am sure of it. Master Fortunaut's comments regarding the final days was curious to say, at least, the least. The Forum knows more than it is letting on. Sorry to interrupt. We just received word from Mistress Krill. She states that the arrangements for your visit have been finalized. You're to head to Lomensa and board the next ship bound for Charlene. And on arrival, present yourself as associates of students of Bardesian, come to assist the Order's restoration. Dude, I like this song a lot. The arrangements may be settled, but what are your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I am eager to see it, of course. Of course. We should set off at once. Then accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. Okay, PS5, they fucking... I'm using the PS5 controller, and they enabled... I can feel the walk... What the fuck? They just enabled this. This was never the case beforehand. I can feel myself walking. Alright. Let's see here. So let's go to Lomensa. I can feel myself walking. This actually pretty... It's congested? Hell no, man. It's congested. Your destination is currently congested. Please try again. What the fuck? God damn it. Yeah, no one's here. No one's here. Everybody's trying to teleport. Oh, yo, he's bunny. He's a bunny. Oh, fuck. I need to do the same. Do the same. I need to do the same. Let me just go ahead and just... Let me turn that to inventory. I'm like trying to fit some room. I could turn into a bunny as well, which arguably is going to be kind of rough. Character. Oh, they give me more space here. But they didn't give me any more space here. That's interesting. That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna unequip this, unequip this, this. Okay. And then log out. But my thing didn't pop up yet. I wonder if my thing is like too... Okay, I'm gonna find out. That's still pretty good. I can't because it's not there yet. Crazy Q74. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. They need to kick these guys out that's like not doing the quest. And just, oh my goodness, man. Cannot believe it. At least I got the audio to work. I was so confused why the audio wasn't working at first. It was frustrating. I feel like the audio is, I'm still pretty low in terms of audio. I didn't get it yet. Wait, what? I thought I got it in the mod station. Hold on. Mog station. I thought I got that already. Did I? I thought I did get it. Did I not? Did I get it for the wrong person? I did this, and then I said proceed with purchase. I put it at, hold on. I don't understand why it didn't pop yet. Okay, whatever. Dude, I'm kind of upset. Alright, well, whatever. Let's just get on with the story. I couldn't change to the new race for some odd reason. Actually, where's the mail? Mail's here. Oh, you know what? It's probably because I have too many stuff in my mobile. Wait, no new letters? What the fuck is going on? I still have these. That's funny. It's funny. Reward versus delivery class. It's acting as if I didn't get it at all. Sending a request to have recently acquired special reward or purchase delivery immediately. Yeah, of course you got that. No new letters? What the fuck? I should have a new letter here. It's not showing up, and it pisses me off. That's fine, I'm gonna just go ahead and go to limits if I can. See, they're trying to go too. Oh, I made it. Spent 202 gil. Okay. We need to make our way. Dude, this tapping on my controller, it's like super weird. Oh my goodness. It's so different on the PS5 controller. I don't know if it's just me. Gargulous Blood Feast. Jesus Christ, man. I just want to change my character. I can't do that right now. That actually sucks. Oh my god. Tataru. Everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable. The ship to Charlene should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. That box is floating. The shadow of the boxes are floating. You see that? That's hilarious. Oh, because I turn off all shadows. I turned off all shadows.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on ship.
Only my shadow's there. Only I exist.
Excellent. It is nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's winds are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, shit. Got caught.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Charlene, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind. Little Alphino.
Ha.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Little Alpha Node.
Are you alright, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Can you see my face?
Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland.
Guess you want to come too.
We're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hell-bent on destroying the world. And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
I'll bring them back safe and sound, I promise. No sense of worrying about things we're powerless to change. I'll give her hope.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, you do. I know. But
Good. You're still here.
oh, hooray, Boulder.
Hori! Colton!
Hori.
What brings
Cool team.
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return.
The border.
We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
I feel like he'll become corrupted and you have to kill him. That's what I feel. Only reason why it's like, oh yeah, remember these guys? Remember these guys? They're gonna turn into monsters.
It's time.
Only reason why they showed them now.
No longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value.
Wish us luck. I'm upset I can't turn to a bunny
Have a
right
safe
now.
journey, and please, be careful.
No, we won't. We won't be careful. We won't. We won't do it.
And so you venture forth into the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest
So
words
emotionless.
of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end.
This MXL?
Treasure every minute, every step of your descent.
Yeah, that is an MXL.
And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Alright, MXL. MXL. Yeah, MXL. 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 Ooh. I'm so triggered, girls. I need to go see my therapist after this. Has anyone found all 3 fishing holes? Damn, dude, triggered a people like ARR. Weirdly salty about squints. Someone liking what? What are they talking about? Don't tell me this is overpopulated. I can't join. That's why it's no. There it goes. MXL. MXL. Answers, of course.
Here. Feel. Think.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
Walk free, you and then me.
Called out to you, Lucian. I've
heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
I'm probably gonna get rid of this mask for right now. It's throwing me off in these cutscenes. I can't see my facial expression. I look fucking beast though, as a fucking monk. Oh shit!
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad.
Oh my god.
Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
That's Heidelin? Why now? That's what I'm saying! Yeah, exactly. Why now? I can trust your words no longer. Why now? Out of all places.
After your sojourn in the first, I believe you have your answer.
Oh.
You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Heidelin has always been, a primal.
I can't see my facial expression.
Was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield.
Wait, the power to draw your mind. Oh, I see.
Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world.
Oh shit. I didn't even do. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it.
When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Charlian's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
But what happened to Mephilia though? Did she just absorb? Well, I mean, yeah. She needed more strength. So I thought it would be in the form of Mephilia, not Hydaelyn herself. So where'd she get all that power from?
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Charlian.
Oh, I see it.
Damn.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
Oh yeah, they got fucking disowned. That
You
was
do
some
know
bullshit.
You're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian said. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side. I pray thee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
This music hits, man.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Charlian proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Fuck. Soaking, man. Such a blessing, I swear. Soaking is just a blessing. Endwalker. Will you meet your end? Find out next time. Final Fantasy XIV. Endwalker.
Charlian, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Charlian all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Charlian only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed.
I'm gonna enable the shadows again because fuck.
The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Charlian's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Crown has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
I did complete the Bardasian arsenal, so...
Brahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
Yeah, he knows more about this. He time traveled back too?
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Brahatir of the Students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Damn, if you're Archon, then fuck.
Ishtola rule.
Interesting.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Damn, why would you talk about that shit? Shut the fuck up.
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not Charlian natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
Oh wow! I could say Wingmasarad, Artesian, Adventure by Trade, or Champion of Eorzea. I'll say Artesian.
Indeed. Your profile describes you as an adventurer, but one also trained in the rather more constructive pursuits of procurement and production. You may enter.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And you, sir?
Justinian Varliner, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
If you'll allow me... My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Yeah, knows I'm a crafter, dude. That's crazy. Damn, you're a crafter. Shit.
It is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you all seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
I wanna fucking make my goddamn bunny.
Oh. Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Huh.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
So woo. Out here, Eurasian gang. Like literally champion Erosia, I can't do it. Dude. Okay, hold on. Let's go to settings. Where is settings? Probably character configuration, right? Maybe it is settings. Keep that in, and we'll see. System configuration. Oh, damn it. UI resolution. Yeah. Oh, see how different that is? Now it looks... Okay, yeah, there it goes. I'm glad I stopped your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Oh, I can't carry anymore. Because my inventory is full of shit that I don't need, like this here, Delta Escape. I don't know why I still have Delta Escape shit. Don't have an inventory like me, guys. Oh no, I'm gonna definitely desync this. And desync this too. Maybe not these though. Short. Very cool. Can I... It's 5:15. Is this better? It is. Is weight... Shit. Yeah, actually, yeah. Would definitely be better. That's pretty cool. Oh, no. I need to do that. There it goes. I got messages. Hold on. I got messages. Oh my god. I thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Wigmon and Estinian's first time in Charlian, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you settled in, we can reconvene at Bardesian Annex. How does that sound? This is a fine suggestion. You may not be welcome at Lavio Estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. I'm equally untethered, as it were. There's no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I should not pass the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetheryte Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there and on. Yes, we'll see you there. I, too, have places to look be remiss in not visiting Fort Worth. By thy leave. What have you, Estenia? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. She's going to jump on the rooftop. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But I could... Oh. Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be a perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you will have me. Come, Wigwam, Charlene awaits. Okay, can I, where's the mailing stuff? Can I get this yet? I'm gonna get this. Dude. Yes. Boom. No new letters? What the fuck is going on? I'm trying to change my character. You know what? I probably have to exit the whole entire game, wouldn't it? No. That shouldn't be a thing. I don't need to exit the whole entire game. Shouldn't be a thing. I shouldn't have to exit the whole entire game. Dude, what the hell is going on in this game, man? Okay, I probably need to just get out the whole entire game. I still don't see it. It's actually insane. I'm gonna try doing that. I'm gonna exit out the whole entire fucking game. Log in again. See what that gives me. Because this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. How come I can't change? Just loads fast though. Did I like give it to the wrong character? I'm pretty sure I didn't. weird to me. Say that. Did I give it to the wrong character? I'm pretty sure I gave it to the right character. Yeah, Vile Fantasia, Wigmo Surlord. Yeah. I did it. I definitely did it. That's interesting. It recognized I bought it. Yep. Nothing. I pretty much have to wait 6 hours. That's the best I can do, is just wait for 6 hours. Cause I can't. Up to you, my friend. I'm more than content to follow your lead. Gaiatea is now accompanying you. Keep him out of your sight in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave Gaiatea behind by entering a different area, using the Aether Eye, or putting too much distance between you. You can also speak with Gaiatea and select the option to part ways. If you wish to have Gaiatea accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While gratitude is accompanying you, next try speaking with Grill. Wait, what? What the fuck? Yo, that's cool. All set? Then let's be on our way. Our first stop, amusingly enough, will be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Krill is now also accompanying you. Lead to... Whoa, that's so cool. While you accompany, you may encounter conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics for discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversation. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. What? That's super cool. Oh, and there's like things right here. That's cool. Tia. It's like an actual RPG. What the fuck? This is amazing. Let's go to the giant statue in the harbor. This path leading out towards the sea is known as the Dalek Stoa, so named the statue of Scholar, which stands at this end. As you know, the Charlian people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thaliak was chosen as our patron deity, it was a more matter of pragmatism than belief, an alignment of principles as it were. We may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Asgardians. Individual Charlians can and do worship the divinities of their choosing. Tia, you gotta say. Now, that is a sight one could hardly forget, the great statue of Thaliak. As a studio about Dajin, I was usually quartered on the Isle of the Vow, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned my ship to the city. That's actually impressive. Oh, damn it. Very good. And here we are, the last stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Charlian tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. How can I put this? The food is, it's bland, as encapsulated by our infamous Arkan loaf. That's right. The prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first, and taste a distant second. There was one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. It is a name implies the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Charlian, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burgers being hailed as one of the most impressive items on the menu. Not that I ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Because you were a typical Charlian when it came to cheap and convenient, Raha, but surely Tataru, has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when the time permits, and sample the cafe's delights. Shall we press on? The stairs on the side of the cafe there will take us to the Arthrite Plaza. This is amazing. there's nothing there. To the right. I'm going stairs. It's not like additional. Go ahead and attune. Nope. Grow. There it goes. Unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, it's a perfectly functioning aetheryte. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I shall make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located at this very plaza. As much vaunted discoveries are the reason Charlian stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of elegant aetherites, it allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast of Agora, Charlian's large marketplace. Ooh. Ooh. Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Only a moment. How optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Perhaps I'll return here later then. These little open air bookstalls are so uniquely Charlian. I'd always thought them a common sight until I visited other nations. This is the marketplace. Oh, they're actually looking at my character. That's interesting. Welcome to Agora, where you can find wares made in Charlian as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also use to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out for the most part. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? On a more serious note. Oh, am I overselling it? Okay, I get it. The next stop on our tour is one of which has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Aetherite Plaza. Follow the path north, then climb the stairs. That is my alarm. It's 7:30 already. Jeez. The imposing building at the very top. The water features. These little decorative features in typical Charlian architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Val were rather simple and rustic by comparison. Water features. This is the Nephanium, an area dedicated to the blessing of water. Charlian's water represent more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of knowledge which... What is bobbing up there? Flows the Thalic's divine river. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city and prosperity of utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. Interesting. Really? This guy. Is that what it is? Okay. This grand structure before you is Rostra. The name refers to the original platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives will deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its member remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. The vista put me in mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Charlotte. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. You can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the council would object to you simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fittingly named journey's end. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. Okay. I think this guy's making a video or something. Yeah, he's making a video or something. Let's go ahead and tune. I can't go in here, huh? Oh, I can. Okay, that's interesting. I was expecting. Yeah. Wait, what? That's weird. Let's go. It's like I'm playing Divinity. Like, holy crud. NPCs just follow you around. That's unheard of. You arrived at the journey's end. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon Yunkrep built their first homes. The present day it serves as a residential district for most important officials and the older Charlene families. You'll see that that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. The estate belongs to our friends from House Lavier. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Charlene tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Now, shall we head to directly to the Bardesian Annex? Can you remember the way? Don't you, Raha? Let me think. We should head down towards the harbor, cross the bridge to our right, then follow the path below the Aethra Plaza. Correct. After you, Egmont. Quick. Oh! Alright, that's their home. Alright, that's good to know. I'm gonna go down here, get this aetherite too. So I can't use any mouse here. Which kind of makes sense because it's a city. Like a big ass city. This is like another city state basically. Why do I have something there? Oh, there's a thing here. Right, we crossed the bridge here as I recall. Stick to the path and be careful not to end up back in the Aetherite Plaza. Charlotte is full of educational and research institutions. But there, oh, look at that sunset. Holy shit. I think because I enabled glare. Holy crap. Holy crap, that's so good. Charlotte is full of, who prefer establish their own practices, private practices. Not that I even attended the exclusive schools they run in these residents. Perhaps the twins could tell you more about them. And as a tank, they're gonna have a time of their lives. Studio. As Jorah's look on Ra's face and has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Valdesian Annex. If you continue up the hill, you arrive at the doorstep of Phenomenon. But I think we've explored enough one day. We can take you there another time. Decide you then. I'm back, and I've brought Wigmund and Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Gra. It's nice to see you again. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Wigmund. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika Sunjika has been an age. Now let me introduce Ojika. Cousin Ojika Sunjika. Ah, that's why I see the resemblance. And administration officer of the student Valdesian. He oversees the day-to-day business of the annex. I read the reports of the Eureka expedition. Hope Ojika didn't cause too much trouble. He's impatient and impetuous. But a good sort of at hearts. Yeah, this place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Val served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasion to visit Charlian. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodging for our members while we engage in such activities. Now that our former headquarters is on the wrong side of the world, among other things, the annex has become our new base of operations for all intents and purposes. And yet it feels so empty. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we will see the students rise again. But first, we must ensure the Telephoria fall. Through that door on the left, there is the main hall where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is, you probably have the time to rest before our discussion begin in earnest. I've had private quarters prepared for you in the Art Andrin, so please feel free to make yourself at home. Ah, the nap room, perfect for afternoon doze. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed, far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. So it's simply that we were often so busy with research or exhausted from journeys abroad that we would slip into the Indran just to do a few winks. And thus they became known among the students as nap rooms. even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the other won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. Let's check out this nap room. No! No, the nap room. No! No, the nap room. Okay. Feeling refreshed and alert? Our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
It's fine, Moriange. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we?
Let's get down to business to defeat the
Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroid's plans from coming to fruition.
At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Charlian, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The Bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Charlian focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois. Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal of Britannia had those same undertones. It was as if
hey Mana, how's it going?
In the face of impending doom, it simply turned away to pursue something
Oh my god, hey!
But what could that possibly be?
I was not expecting you to show up here. I'm just enjoying some little gaming, you know.
And one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it.
Jeez, I'm actually, like, embarrassed. Because I know
As for
who
our
that
second
is.
potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldesion.
Can I? Oh, I actually can. Okay. But I still don't know why your name is XGNXXX. Well, I randomly saw this on my subscription and decided to stop in. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I'm sure you got like 3 messages because I was trying to figure out how YouTube streaming works. I get it. Okay. How is everything? I know you didn't respond back, but like how was your Thanksgiving dinner and whatnot? Actually, you're studying for finals.
Our organization
Online.
was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth.
Guys, if you're gonna watch more, you're
Compared to
gonna
our more
watch me
isolationist
like plunder
Charlian
like
colleagues, We have strong
or
connections overseas,
botch
namely with
the
scholars and academics who share
botch the
our
English
passion for the
language
unknown.
because I am super bad when it comes to reading this game.
The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nidana, an alchemist residing in distant Favner.
Yeah, it is finals. Way too much happening. It's been rough. Oh. I mean, if you want to talk about it, I'm cool with that. I'm sorry it's been rough. Like, what's been happening? Of course, this is your choice, of course.
Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal.
Like, I would definitely, like, stop stream if you want me to, and we can just talk about it. Nah, just assignments all piling up, plus capstone. God, jeez, capstone. Oh my goodness, are you a senior now? Dude, am I just this? Oh my god. God, I'm like way behind in the years. There's a lot of research and development for stuff. Let's see. Final presentation and whatnot. Okay. I see. Nah, keep the stream.
In response to this threat, the satrap of Rads at Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
Yes, I'm graduating next semester. Oh my god, am I just? Oh my goodness, my anxiety just went up the roof now. Fuck. You're graduating?
The artisans.
Oh my god, you're growing up so fast.
One rather unlike that of.
Oh my gosh. You're just like a little girl now. You're just graduating from college. That's crazy.
It is possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unobtainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
I have 2 semester capstone. Yes, he. Oh boy.
They do, in fact, appear to have.
Well, my anxiety has been through the roof. I'm not ready. I think you are. I think you're ready. I think you are more ready than me. Like even like in grad school, honestly. Like when I graduated from grad school, like it was just kind of weird because I was just done. I mean, then again, COVID hit pretty hard too.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kra's lines of inquiry,
Oh my gosh.
and having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious
I feel like I've been like talking to you for I think 2 years. This will be the I guess I don't know 3rd year I guess. I have no clue. I feel like it's more than that.
But the investigation in Sharlayan
was
is
just
of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnarian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Just time just catch up to you. It's just so scary. Like, oh my goodness.
Yes, it is quite the quandary.
Yep, 3 years now? Oh my god. Where did the time go? My goodness. Jeez. I mean, other than school, how you been doing? How I guess, what have you been doing other than school and whatnot? I'm sure there's some breaks and whatnot. Laugh my ass off. Would you have thought we'd still be talking 3 years after 121? No, I wouldn't. I want to be thinking of that because like I feel as though, yeah, for real, time flew by. Yeah, like 120. I think you were what? You were a sophomore in 121, and I was just I was just graduating. Yeah, I think that was a semester I graduated. Yeah, that was the semester I graduated actually. Yeah, it was. But yeah, after 121, fuck that.
Though it is a great
that
imposition
fucking
and an
nightmare.
altogether too
I mean,
common one.
you guys wasn't a
However,
night. The
it's
students
your
wasn't a
duty
nightmare,
to
but the
succeed, were you to lead the charge
workload
on
for
both
it was a
fronts.
nightmare.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next
Sophomore?
decide how everyone else
Golly.
might best be assigned.
Yeah, the summer, right? Yeah. Actually, yeah, no, you're right. It was that summer. It was the summer afterwards. When we had the class because, God, writing that whole thesis was fucking annoying. Jesus Christ, yeah, that's still one of the worst classes I've taken. Yeah, it is because you're given a lot of information in little time. Like I remember you're coming to my office hours every now and then. It's like, oh, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. Blase, blase. No, I'm dumb. I'm not smart. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. You're not.
As for
you're
myself,
not, you're not
I shall
dumb.
continue what I've begun in Charlian. I should also like
And
to
you did
see
a
other
lot.
services
More than
around
other
Cornwall
people.
too.
Like I had you as high regard
And
versus like other
thereby gain
students.
access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Yeah, my thesis. Yeah. God.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
I feel like it didn't really like help me much. Like my thesis. But for real, I felt so dumb on that class. I mean, yeah, I know what you meant. In that class, I mean, like, it wasn't that you're dumb in it. It was just that everything was just fast paced. You worked on one assignment or one like area in computer science, and then the next day you're working on 3 other areas because that's how it's structured, and it's structured weirdly.
Alice and I would
I'm
also
glad you
like to
think.
help, if you would like us.
I'm glad you think so. I felt so underqualified to be in that class. Would you go back to grad school? Would I go back to grad school? Maybe not. Honestly, I was like thinking like a lot about it. If I were to get my PhD, right? I don't think it would matter. I don't think it would help me in any way. Because like I got my master's thesis and whatnot, right? And I would think that, at first I was like, yeah, I want to go for a PhD, like, but first I need to hit these natural labs. I can't get into these natural labs. So I'm like, well, what's the point of getting a PhD if it's this hard to get into a national lab? So it was weird. I'm still a bit weird about it.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
But I started not stressing out too much about that, and just like at this point I just want to like just live my life. At this point I'm still like searching for like a good software engineering job. I'm taking like some freelance work, but that's just it. It's just like part-time freelance work. Okay, I see. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Like, I think once...
Of course.
If,
The
if,
more the merrier.
if I had to restart this again, I would just... I would just do just a master's without the thesis, because I see myself going into the research area, but now I don't see myself doing that anymore. I don't know.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavner.
I'm not like planning anymore. I'm just like more of in the moment kind of thing now.
Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavner on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So
what are you gonna do after graduation?
You, me, and Urianger.
Oh, if you're... Oh, dang. What made you change your mind? What changed my mind? Wait. Changed my mind about what? About not getting a PhD? Oh, okay. Am I lagging behind? Or the stream is lagging behind? Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Stream is lagging behind. Damn, I have a busy few at graduation then. Also, sorry, there's a lag, so that's why my messages are delivering late. Yeah, no, it's all good. I'm assuming that's just the stream, right? The stream just does that. The stream does that.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request.
Oh, about research. Ah, I see, yeah. Because I realize now the research I've been doing so far didn't really matter in terms of like experience. Yeah, the stream is. Yeah, I know what you mean. The research didn't really matter in terms of like getting an actual job, and a lot of people didn't see that as experience. So I'm like, well, that's kind of stupid. So instead, I'm just getting myself into software engineering projects. I don't know, like research and... Is that my phone? I woke up like extra early. I usually wake up at like 5. I usually wake up at 8 in the morning, but now I wake up at like 5:30 in the morning.
Consider this hall our rendezvous point.
Okay, but yeah, graduation. What are you gonna do?
May our investigations.
What are you gonna do for graduation? You're gonna go out? Actually, you probably can't go out because the Omicron is probably gonna. Oh man, love the ringtone. Yeah, isn't it? Wait, you heard that? You heard that from here? Fuck. God damn. My phone is super loud. Wow, a productive king. I wouldn't say productive king. I wouldn't say that. I just want to get more out of my day. That's all. Because I think in the beginning of the year, I wake up at 11. I'm like, oh my god, I hate this. I hate this so much. Now I'm like, I want to get more out of my day. Maybe that's why the years has been so like fast. Oh, I finally got my character. Oh my god, I finally have it. Alright, I'll come back in here in a minute. Wait, actually, no, can I just do it in here? I can do it in here. Oh no, I can't. I need to go to the mail room. Alright, don't judge me. I'm going to be changing my outfit. Well, my character. So there's this new race that came out, which is, I think, the Bunny Boy. They call the Vieras, and I'm gonna switch to them. I've been human for so long. I need something else in my life, you know? I need to get a bunny attitude, I guess. I have no idea. I'm just making shit up as I go. And in order to do that, I need to get naked. I need to unequip all my stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I got a full-time offer with my internship. Oh, nice! So I'll either be working remote or moving to DC area. I'm doing government consulting with more of a focus in logistics and also some data science stuff. Oh my goodness. Good job. See, I told you you'll be great. You'll be definitely great. I'm so proud of you. That's my girl. That's my girl. You say you love the skin? Oh, of my character? Okay, see. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be changing my actual unacceptable conditions. What you talking about? What do you mean? I have no idea what you mean. Wait, did it not work? Oh, I am turned. Wait, what is this? Backup, visit world, delete. No. Yeah, thank you. I have no idea how I made it this far. Oh, thank you, Exian. Yeah. Apparently that didn't work. I need to go back in and just toss another one, I guess. Oh my god. I can say this. You're like, I mean, at this point, I mean, I'm not saying it's a race or anything, but at this point, you're like better than me. Ah, shit. Yeah, at this point, you're like better than me. Oh, I have emotes on here? Oh, I had no idea. Oh, they're actually emoji emotes. That's actually crazy. Did it actually work? Noob? Wow. Wow. Fuck off. Alright? I'm doing my very best. Doing my very best. Where's... Did that not work? Okay, maybe I have to wait a little bit. That's why. Maybe I have to wait a little bit. Let me log out. But, like, I feel like I just faked my way to this point. Like... I don't feel actually qualified and whatnot. You are qualified. If people saying that I am qualified, and like, because recently I talked to the head of the computer science department, and because I was telling him like my difficulties of actually finding a job and whatnot, like I really don't have that confidence. He was telling me you're more than qualified just because you graduated with a master's thesis in a prestigious school like Texas A&M. You graduated in a prestigious school at Texas A&M with an undergrad degree. That is actually like really good. And you already have like a job set in place for you. That's amazing. But you're a good data scientist? Listen, I know that. Actually, no, I don't know that. Thank you for saying that. I didn't know that. I didn't know you like even saw the stuff I've done. But I guess I'm a good data scientist, but I am not a good coder, I want to say. Because I'm going through these leak code stuff. Well, not leak code, but I'm going through these coding challenges for interviews, and sometimes I do really bad. That's just one thing I need to work on. Even though I just know how to do things. Ah, there it goes. Yes, re-edit character. Oh, finally. I can... Wait. Re-edit. To re-edit your character appearance, you must log in and remove all your equipment. Wait, I did! Fuck. No! I have to log in again. Oh my god. 107. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. That's fine. That's fine. I can definitely say that that it also comes with confidence too. Why both of us feel this way. Like, you feel like you faked your way at this point, but you didn't fake your way because you don't worry, just keep practicing it. Yeah. Yeah, that's something that everyone has been telling me. Just don't worry, or maybe try looking at business development stuff. I could. I don't know I don't know shit about business, to be honest with you. You can definitely be in high man due to your background. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, I apply to those business developments. Okay, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Definitely in high demand. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly. I mean, it's worth a try, at least. As long as I'll be, like, I guess, happy with the work I'm doing, then I think it would be fine. Doesn't matter. Business doesn't need a degree. It doesn't, huh? That's crazy. What? Huh. I didn't know that. I had no idea. I thought you need like an MBA for business or something. See, this is how much I know about stuff like this. I don't know really anything. Hold on, I need to take off my rings and stuff. I really do need to get naked just to change my character skin. Do I need to unequip this? No. I think I can keep this on. Okay, now I log off. Let's see how this works again. IoT stuff and whatnot. Oh, it's becoming huge these days. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff happening out there. Try looking around into development areas. Ooh, okay. You said not at all. What was that? What was not at all for? I probably missed something. Nah, dude, there's a lot of avenues you can go down. See, I had no idea. Oh my god. I need to now just... I need it... Oh god. Okay. Try consulting. I think you do really well in it. You have a lot of experience and knowledge to give. Yeah. You're not wrong. I did back down a whole bunch of consulting. Just because like I felt like I wouldn't like it, but yeah, I could just do it and just experience it and see if I like it or not. Just saw it, I was like at first I thought it was, you know, like consulting jobs were kind of fake-ish jobs, but I don't know anymore. Nope. Ah, fuck, I keep on doing that shit. Oh, data center, there it goes. Oh my god, dude. You're killing me. You're killing me, game. Don't knock it until you try it. You never know. Yeah, that's true. I think I've always been scared of just going into something and staying with it and might not liking it. It was especially when it comes to like a school and whatnot. Because I had a like a long talk with myself when I said, do I really want to go for a master thesis? Can I upload this? Oh, gotta hop off now. I have work. It was fun watching you stream. Yeah. I mean, keep in contact with me, I guess. Or if you don't, that's fine too. I'll see you around. Okay. Did that work? Okay, cool. I did it. Oh, there it goes. Laugh my ass off. I'll be more active once finals are over. Yeah, no problem. Of course. I mean, of course. See ya. Re-edit. Previously looked. Actually, is it here? Is it? Huh? Nope. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Alright, I am Mel Vieira now. Rava Clan Vina. Oh shit, this hairstyle. Oh fuck, I look amazing with that on. Dude, is that Is that good? I don't know. Shit. Is that good enough? Fuck. I like the tinted blue, honestly. Maybe if I just do it to this side, it would be okay. Oh god, that's too terrifying. Okay, cool. Jaw. I always like purple eyes. Let me see here. No? Attack 3? No? Oh. Oh, these are the eyebrows. Okay. Let's see. No? Yes. Yeah. Here's the nose. I like that nose way better. Wow, those are fucking filled lips. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, nope, nothing there. Oh no. Nope, 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 nope. Wait. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's cool. Droopy lip. Not lips. Droopy ears. Or no droopy ears. I think I like these ears better. Oh fuck. Short as fuck, or yeah, a little bit short. Oh, that's a tattoo? Interesting. Okay. Was not expecting that to be a tattoo. Okay, then I have all this stuff here, right? Best bet gonna hit this one here. bussin'. I like 3 so far. Confused system. Ooh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh god, I can't. That voice is annoying. Yep, that's definitely the voice there. Okay, this will probably be my character right here. With mod. Get chain. Huh. Ah, look, pugilist. Hey. Alright. Alright, cool. Alright. Now to put all my clothes on before anybody notice. So I won't get fucking hit with all through DMs. I already know, man. I already know. Oh, shit. I burped. Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god, it sent me here. Because the world was full. It was full, so it sent me here. That's actually pretty insane. It sent me here because the world is full. Oh my god. It was full. So it sent me here. Oh no. Okay. It just somehow takes you there for some odd reason? What the fuck? Game? Fuck. Okay, the running animation is fucked. I don't like the running animation. But it's a bit better than the others. And I'll probably get used to it. Oh yeah, okay, this is way better. Yeah, I enjoy this. Alright, let's go. Oh. Okay. The running animation is a bit derpy. Like, that walking animation is a bit derpy. It's not too bad, but it's a bit derpy. I'm a little bit too tall. Another sudden change has come over Charlene, but together we will divine the underlying cause of forum's calmness. I don't know. As I mentioned before, however, questioning the counselors directly is a fruitless endeavor. They seem to have already come to a conscience as to what and how little they are willing to divulge. Which is why I began scouring Charlene's archive of historical records for any hint of connections to the final days. Suffice to say that progress has been slow. There are only so many dusty pages one can skim in a day. Now that I have this band of willing reinforcements, the search should proceed all the swifter. Let's reconvene outside Norman, shall we? As in the annex to the right, and you'll find the archives of the western edge of the woods. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna use this. Oh wow, yeah, this is new gear. Holy shit. Oh, how does my stances look? Yep, alarm. Bowing is pretty nice. Reading is nice. Attention, kind of the same. Really? Oh wow, their play dead is thematic as fuck. It's thematic as fuck. That's great. Yeah, their play dead is very thematic. Okay. It's pretty nice. Fist bump. Okay. Where's... There you go, it's change pads, right? Oh, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice pose. And the hip. 2 hands on the hip. I kind of like the 2 hands on the hip. That's pretty nice. There's that. There's that. This, I don't like so much. That's cool. That's cool. But that's cool. I'm going as a for a monk as well. Alright, cool. Alright. For Fabian Bound. Thancred is eager to set forth the Thavnir. Thavnir. I have a thing here. Have crew instructions in hand. If you're ready to set out, then so are we. I haven't been in 7 years before. I can travel by Aetheryte, but what of the rest of you? Wait, you've been there before? Another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Will was on the same mind and has already secured the aid of good folk of the Confluence. We take ourselves there. The Confluence, thou sayest. Oh God. I'm afraid so, my friend. Thou would recall the hunt of the Iceheart, unto whose sanctuary we delivered thee owing to the knowledge of Comrade Moonbrida. Oh! Moonbrida was authority on theology. A field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Have you gone to see them yet? I had to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the time last. As a hath, many times I thought to reach out to them after sending the faithful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus have I kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice and your own. If it's too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but have no intention for forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If we're settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kit. Oh, that's Tifa. Okay, so either one of them, I guess. Get in the books. Let's go to this one first. He's naked. He's definitely naked. Can't thunderclap everywhere. Fuck. Can't thunderclap everywhere. My directions were easy enough to follow. I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors of Nomon, Charlian's grandest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually only an entrance, and one of many of that, for that archives of the Numon extend deep beneath the surface. Take the roots of the tree. The vast halls of the Great Google Library pale in comparison to Newman's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Any citizen in Charlian is free to enter and pursue its shelves. Well, most of the shelves. Only archons are afforded access to certain restricted vaults. I dispatched Estolia and Raha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alice and Alpha Node will help me continue my research through the stacks open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you are permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a permitted books which touch upon Charlian history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study their relevant publications. I promise you, a working knowledge of those subjects will make it far easier to spot the sort of clues we're looking for. Let us be about it, shall we? I've told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there. Benches over there. They find some promising tomes. Happy reading. Okay. Read books on the relevant. Oh shit. This is really nice. Brightly colored book. Long ago on an island in the northern sea, there lived a Rogadine man by the name of Nukipfri. Nukipfri was a student of astrology, and he divined that a flood of terrifying proportions would soon swoop over the lands of Eorzea. So it was that he built a gigantic ship, assembled a crew, and set sail for that imperial realm. The flood arrived as foretold, and to their horror, the strangely churning water drove the people towards the ocean. It was there, however, the Newfoundland crew hauled them aboard his ark, but the danger had not passed. A towering wave approached, threatening to smash the vessels to pieces. With only moments to spare, Nefri wove a mighty spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship to safety atop of Bintha's spine. Refugees from the surrounding regions huddled there alongside them, but it was not long before disputes over the dwindling supply of food led to violence and bloodshed. Saddened by the sight, Nefri gathered to him his crew and his grateful passengers and abandoned the ark of those reddened peaks. The journey to the coast, where they built a new ship intent upon returning to the northern seas. They land on the beach of an island and settled upon that very spot. That settlement proposed and grew. In time, it became the city of Charlian. We live in to this day. Data reads of old colony. Many years ago, the banks of Thalic and the Dervanian hinterlands, a Charlian colony once thrived. The settlement was established as a mere outpost to study the Aethral Sea in the year 1311 of the 6th Astral Era. Scholars dispatched of Eorzea found the facilities wanting, and their demands encouraged a gradual expansion in the structures and services. As rumors spread of the growing community of academics, the area was further inundated with Eorzean students hoping to share in the renowned wisdom of the Charlians. 2 years later, the Forum passed a motion to recognize what had become a flourishing town as an official Charlian colony. Eorzean residents took to calling the colony itself Charlian, which led to no small amount of confusion when discussion turned to the subject of the motherland. In response, some Charlians inhabitants, if pressed for a name, was simply referred to as the Emporium. Following the Great Exodus, however, goblins and treasure hunters claimed for themselves a corner of the abandoned colony and gave it yet another name, Ireshire. The following chapters go on to introduce the most prominent features of Ireshire. This book does not appear to contain additional information on the Forum or cover the history of the Charlian motherland in greater detail. Stewards of Wisdom. During the chaos of the Sixth Emperor of Calamity, Archon, founder of the Charlian, bore witness to a madness and savagery of men brought to the brink of despair. Upon raising a settlement of an island in the northern empty, he instructed his people thus: renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. The Charlian took to heart the words of their savior, and thenceforth served as stewards of wisdom. Upon foundation of accumulated learning, they built a homeland unlike any other, a nation born from strength of minds rather than strength of arms. With knowledge of economics came shrewd trading, with knowledge of agriculture came bountiful crops. Engineering brought wells of sewers, ending squabbles over water. Wealth of expertise could be bartered for wealth and coin, and the more their wisdom spread throughout the world, the more mankind as a whole would thrive. And so it was that no matter the trials and tribulations of the age, the citizen of Charlene would live by their founder teachings. For the sake of a better tomorrow, for the sake of a better star, they would issue the tools of war, and with knowledge deliver the world. Forever 20 Summers. My beloved seekers of knowledge, have you ever put learning before your health and neglected to feed and rest your body as you should? I too once engaged in such foolish practices, but one night engrossed in philosophy study, I had an epiphany. For all the world's mystery that drive us to reckless abandon, we have so very few years of life in which to achieve our goals. Thus I do share with you this mantra: I am forever 20 summers young. The number itself is unimportant. You could be 19, or 23, or 40. Whatever age you are when you discover this manual, let that be the age you inspire to remain. Through mindful, healthy living, will you extend the time available to spend upon your chosen research. Another day, another moon, another summer to grasp the greatest truths you pursue. In the pages that follow, we will explore the secrets of maintaining one's physical condition from a biological, astrological, and arcane viewpoint. This book is the wrong subject, just to just details the form or mention the history of the Charlene. An introduction to the heavens. Have you ever gazed at the skies above and contemplated the mysteries contained therein? I speak not of shifting cloud patterns, but of the vastness beyond, of the sun and twinkling tapestry of the night. Some think dome above us to be a finite space, yet amongst the leading thinkers of our age, one scholar's depiction of boundless stars has firmly taken root. Alas, the heavenly sea remains an unreachable, unknowable destination. There are few indeed who can explain in satisfactory detail why our own star is believed to revolve around the sun. It was a technologist of Alag who came close to understanding the laws which govern the starry abyss. It was they who launched Dalmud and sought to expand beyond our earthbound existence. Having read the ancient ambitions, I wonder, has your interest in this field study waxed or waned? What if I were to tell you that the eternal constellation were arranged differently in the distant past, that their position continued to shift almost but measurably as we journey into the future? Would it shock you to learn that the stars drift further and further apart and may indeed do so forever? Are you eager to learn more? This book is the wrong subject. Outbound tone. The voice of a growing city. In the years which followed the founding of Charlene, civic policy and other matters of import were decided at the Ecclesia, public forum at which every citizen were eligible to speak. As the city population grew, however, this format became increasingly impractical. The larger number of participants gave rise to ever longer debates, resulting in significant delays of vital resolutions. Various measures were introduced in an attempt to curtail protracted discussion. But in the year 201 of the Sixth Astral Era, it was ultimately decreed that Charlene would transition to a new form of governance. The nation would now be led by a body of 99 members, citizens chosen from amongst their peers by means of nationwide vote. Thus was the forum as we know it today conceived and created. You have gained a fundamental understanding of Charlene history and foundation of the forum. Head outside to the rendezvous point and await your companions. Alright, cool. Dude, what the hell? It's a big goddamn library. Sorry, were you waiting long? I wanted to make sure I borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alphanon and Krill should also be along shortly. I was delayed in similar fashion. Can I? Oh, fuck. As I could see, no titles in the Archon stacks mention the final days specifically, so we have no choice but to start with the tangible relevant tomes, if there are even that. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare and share discoveries as we make them. It would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate, plenty of comfortable places to read, and a ready supply of hot tea. Oh, I was always quite fond of reading outside, but it's not about the little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak with one of our family servants and asked how things were. It seems our dear father has instructed the staff that even if Alphanon and I were to return to Charlene, we were not to allow across the threshold. A harsh measure indeed. I hope that our effort to understand his position and that of the forum will perhaps lead to the reconciliation. We'll mend this rift one day. I'm certain of it. And what of you, Gra? Have you been to visit your family, or do they not live here in the city? Well, my situation is also somewhat complicated. I was raised in Charlene, yes, but I was born rather further away, in the southern reaches of Isbard. In fact, for generations, my people have dwelt in Corvos, the coastal region opposite the island of Thadamir. The Allegans founded a city in the fertile land, and by ship brought in the subjugate tribes of the Mukote to serve as laborers. Of course, the massive earthquakes of the Fourth Umbral Calamity brought an end to the Empire reign, and when the Fifth Calamity froze the seas solid, many of the tribes still living in Corvos braved the journey back to Erosia. My ancestors, however, chose to remain. They might prevent the remnants of Allegan technology from being misused. Isn't Corvos under Garlean rule? For the past 50 years, yes. Some semblance of the local culture remains, as is the case of most imperial provinces, but Garlemald renamed the region Locus Amonis. When I was a boy, a nearby town came under the jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family, the noble of the House Darnus. House Darnus demonstrated a singular interest in elegant civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider it a plan of action. For some time already, voices had been raised in favor of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the elegant eye no longer passed in our eldest children as reality as it once had. Fear discovery eventually tipped the scales, and the decision was made to bury our ties in the knowledge and traditions of Alag. As the last child born with an elegant eye, I was given over to the custody of the Friends of Students of Baldocian, who had me registered as a Charlian citizen. Never even considered, forgive me. It was an unkind question. Is it snowing right now? What the fuck? Even Thancred was taken in by the Archon Louis, was he not? Stories of adopted wives and rescued orphans are more common among Charlians than you might think. Yet, regardless of our origins, we are all provided with an equal opportunity to learn, and with sufficient, we outsiders can even earn the vaunted title of Archon. Tis actually why I have such love of this country, and why I wish to remain a nation of which its citizen can be proud. Here. Another good reason to get the bottom of the forum's stubbornness, aside from the trifling matter of the impending doom. Excuse us while we try to make some headway into these books, Wigmod. More company should be arriving any moment now. We ventured with our selections. Although I might say the pickings were quite slim indeed, Mistress Krill has already flicked through every history book devoted to disasters, and more than a few which barely made mention of them. As such, we will be looking into research papers on the umbral calamities, as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge of the final days come to an unexpected source. Speaking of which, might I ask you a few questions related to the final days? I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Amarat firsthand, and fear I may be overlooking critical details. My thanks. Now, where to begin? First thing first, what kind of phenomenon did the ancient encounter as the final days drew nigh? Complete as the realization of creation of magic, promises of unreal power were summoned from the aether, the worst kind of phenomenon you can imagine. Yeah, they couldn't create any magic, I think. Yes, the unfolding catastrophe would brought havoc on all manner of life. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing their powers of creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashion. Meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the streets. The more or less aligns with the understanding. If only the arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Istola summarizes that the closest known magic is that of the summoning ritual promulgated by the ancients. Was there odd elves of note which herald the approach of the final days? The entire story was engulfed by a disaster all at once. They said it began with a keening sound of the land itself. Ah, yes, the Amarantine spoke of it, didn't they? We never did hear this sound ourselves, of course. Thus, as we were into the midst of the madness. But it seems that each and every one of the catastrophes were preceded by the ominous noise. Eventually, it resounded all across the star, and not even Amaranth was spared. So the ground was crying out, you say? To be considered the harbinger of doom, it might be quite distinctive and probably quite loud. I'll have to speak with one of the Newman's mammoths and ask after any books which make mention of the sound, of such a sound. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? They summoned Zodiac. Yes, with Elizabeth serving as his heart, so many gave themselves in sacrifice to bring him into being. We do not exactly know how Zodiac brought salvation to the star, only that his godlike will were the laws of nature set aright. Once the balance was redressed, the ancients offered up a further sacrifice to heal the ravagers of the final days. Lives sprouted anew, and it was these fledgling souls that intended to render onto Zodiac a trade that would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by the primal. Or might have, had Venet and her fellows not manifested their opposition in the form of Eidolon. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. I feel much more confident now in my understanding of the events. With all that freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Telephori truly mean when they speak bringing back the final days. We've seen what they've done, and that these towers of theirs is forcing people to summon primals, a kind of catalyst. Are they attempting to mirror the condition caused by unstable creation magics? Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech, a convenient metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash? But this is all just pointless conjecture at this point, so let us return our attention to the forum, shall we? We should keep an eye out for Ristola, but this time we begin studying these research papers. I'm the last, am I? Well, my extended research on the Archon stacks produced 1 or 2 possible useful books. But wouldn't get your hopes up. If you recall, J learned of the sources reflections of the Gurun oracles. For its potential to cause panic and confusion, the tome was deemed apocrypha and sealed away in the Great Google Library. 'Tis even less likely that knowledge of the unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. It stands to reason that my colleagues, be thy archons or counselors, should perforce be largely ignorant of the subject. Yet when you confronted Master Fortunaut with the knowledge of the Telephari and their machinations. He scoffed at the suggestion that they pose a threat. He seemed adamant the Forum would know if the final days were truly upon us. Which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the Forum's behavior is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. Not that I mean to excuse myself when reading Duty, whether they contain mention of the final days or no, these books could yet hold something of value. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. Liverpool feels like an age as you're still a research assistant. Oh, there goes Krill. Oh dear, you look exhausted. But what about your studies? Were you able to find any books that I mentioned? The day was well spent. Should you wish to read them again, a Mehmet at the reference desk will point you to the right direction. For the moment, though, I suggest you take well-deserved rest. We might be occupied with our research for quite some time. Oh, there's still something here. Ready to break move mode. I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are going to declare. If I don't stretch my legs and walk around for a bit. You know the last stand down in the harbor, don't you? Come and meet me near the outside tables, and I'll treat you to coffee. It's quite good. As ever, I see. How very Charlian that no other gourmet cafe has sprung to complete for customers. Actually, this crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions and gauge the mood of the city? I'm interested to hear what the average citizen has to say about the Tolfori. We might learn something new, worth a try, don't you think? Now coming to you, keep her at your side to proceed with the press objective. You can leave Alice behind. Yeah, okay. What is it? Can a man not enjoy a moment of private respite? If you're looking to share a table, then I respectfully request that you look elsewhere. You misunderstood, sir. We were simply wondering if you knew the Talafori. These enemies of peace have promised to end to all we hold dear and... Wait! You're that house lover girl, aren't you? And this man with you is obviously a foreigner. I heard you were disowned and for helping outsiders indulge their barbaric whims. And here you are giving truth to the rumor. I'll thank you to leave me be. I've not to say the like of you. Well, I must apologize. Just foolish of me to expect an almost a civility from one so enlightened. Come with me. Damn, that's fucked. Oh. Yes, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Pray excuse the interruption, but we are hoping to... You might share your thoughts of the Talafori and their unconscious plans. My goodness, if it isn't the young Miss Lavia. My apology, but I work in the office of the Forum, and if word reached Master Fauchelevent that I was helping you. I see. I'm sorry to have bothered you. Dickon. Damn, bro. He looked fucking amazing, too. Dickon look amazing. Welcome, sir. What can I offer you today? Wait, is that Miss Alistair I see there? My word. How long has it been? Far too long. Meet Dickon, the owner of the Last Stand. I used to frequent his cafe on occasion, in between lessons at the stadium. That seems like an age ago now. I remember hearing that you and Master Alfonso had set a sail for Erosia, but then you never came back. Lately, there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Everything's alright at home. It's complicated, and I didn't expect complete strangers to be so familiar with our situations quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. Well, it is House Lavalier. No matter how discreet Master Fauchelevent may have been, news of your family doings never strays secret for long. Things being what they are, what brings you back to the city now of all times? You have questions, and only Charlene has the answers. Tell me, Master Dickon, have you heard anything about the apocalypse name called the Final Days? What, like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find? Information on this apocalypse? Yes. Whatever we can learn. Unfortunately, our patients appear to be unwilling to speak with me. Wish there was more I could do to help. But maybe there is. You're a visitor to Charlotte, aren't you? Then few will know your face. We should be able to pass you off as a server with none the wiser. We just finished preparing a few orders. Strike up some friendly conversation while you're sitting down the food, and you might get the answers you're looking for. Not a bad idea. Hate to ask, but what do you think? God damn it. That's spirit. Pay attention now, and I'll explain where each of these dishes needs to go. The tea set is for the chatty group sitting by the water edge. The almond is for one of the regulars, a Highlander named Gisela. She's sitting at the outside table with a friend of hers. Behind you should see a Makote gentleman. He ordered the oven-baked lobster. Got all that? If you're not sure, then just ask, and I'll explain again. Good luck. Oh, I don't get a suit or anything? That's crazy. Alright. They had the tea set. Oh, my tea set. Lovely, thank you. To follow who? I'm sorry, I've never heard of them. Or their final days. My friends are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you wanted to hear about ritual arcane practices of the 6th Astral Era, common or historic, then I'm happy to talk your ear off. Y'all two ordered an omelet? Y'all two ordered an omelet? Ah, finally. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's dig in. No time to waste. What? The Talafori? Ah, yes. I remember seeing the name in the latest Gazette. That is some grand claim that the end of days. Some old senseless warmongering. When will these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood? But stay out of it, I say. The Forum made the right choice, and I fully support our decision to remain neutral. And here, on urbane banter with a smile, the oven-baked lobster. I'll have the lobster correct. At last, the oven-baked lobster is mine. You have no idea how I scrimped and saved and suffered to afford this heavenly dish. Final days. This is the first I've heard of it. Although that would explain why my friend has been rushed off his feet. It must be a busy time to be a gleaner. You do not know what gleaner is. They're collectors of sort. Travel the world procuring things that we haven't got here in Charlotte. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so forth. So named for these folks who trail after the reapers in the fields, picking up every grain which was missed. By all accounts, gleaning is a most meticulous and demanding profession. If these Talafori make good on the audacious threats, then maybe catalogold, I don't know what that is, rarities could be lost forever. Why else would the gleaners be buzzing about it in such a frenzy? Watch the harbor and you'll see what I mean. They're carting loads in from the dock all day. It's never been detected before, not like this. So most of the people know the final days. What did I say? Any trouble with the customers? Were you able to get anyone talking? Interesting. They seem unaware of the final days, aside from whatever vague news the Gazette's are printing. Even Dickon had nothing to offer, and he's the best source of gossip in the city. If the foreman does have secret knowledge, then they've done an impressive job of ensuring no one whispers it in the wrong ear. In any case, thank you for playing the part so well. Here's the cup of coffee I promised. Thank you. Well, let's enjoy our drink somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossips and wagging tongues. Let me look at my friend list real quick. Ethos is a fucking Reaper. Of course he is. He's level 70. Of course he's a fucking Reaper. Bellas. Wait, Bella's on. Shit. Fuck him. He's a fucking Reaper. Of course he is. Of course he is. He's a fucking Reaper. Yes, this should do nicely. Out of the wind and out of sight.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlian? Graham said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. How being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently. They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos. A vast complex beneath the island. Charlian is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility. Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait! Didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual? Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. See the last thing. Completed. Okay. What is this? Oh, levies? Okay. What's this? Sights to the end. Yeah, I should probably get that. Definitely get that. Oh yeah, that's super new now. Wrong one. Supposed to be over here. There's no Fist of Wind or Fist of Fire anymore too. Both of those are gone. Damn, both of them are gone. That's crazy. Beg pardon, good sir. I could scarce help but notice the sightseeing log on your person. You wouldn't happen to be a adventurer my niece wrote about, would you? Oh, from Telford? Aha, so it is you. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Bella the Ironheart, Milla's aunt, a seasoned explorer. Be a dear and hand me that log of yours. Milla told me about how she helped you embark into exploration of your own. So it's only right that I share with you some wisdom of my own. Let me see here. Oh, I can't forget to mention that. And done! You should be all set, dear. I've jotted down everything I've heard about their most remarkable vistas the realm has to offer. Of course, a few notes I've shared are not more than rumors, so describing locals is so fantastical that I can barely believe they exist. But as I always say, the true joy of exploration lies not in the destination but in the journey. So go forth, dear, and see what sort of journey here hints take you on. That sightseeing log of yours won't fill itself, you know. Excuse me. Alright, cool. Lapid the Sixth. We should tell the others what we've learned about the Gleamers. Go ahead to Nonamon. I'll join you in a moment. Mouse Dickon will want his cup back. The wrong way. Too much of everything now. Nice. Now over here, just welcome out, Gwigmod. Been for a walk and cleared your head, have you? I beat you. Oh, yeah, that's right. Not exactly. We did some impromptu investigating and turned up information on the Gleaners. Makes sense. The Gleaners take their requests directly from the institutions and bureaucrats, but as you say, they ultimately answer to their form. A sudden and significant increase in gleaner traffic and in cargo, it certainly gives the impression of an overarching plan being put into motion. Let us see what the theory we can build from the facts. As Stola observed earlier, phenomenon's archives appear to certain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with what Rigmon and Alistair learned at the last stand, we can be reasonably sure that most Shalians know nothing about that particular period of ancient history. And my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but are also somehow certain that the destruction being perpetuated by the Telephry is wholly unlike these apocalyptic events. Moreover, the forum claims to be so occupied by a duty of such pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Erosia's quest for aid. And now the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized on an unprecedented scale. I do not think it is a stretch to conclude that the Gleaners' recent activities are in service of the forum's secret events. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We visit labyrinths and assess the situation for ourselves, and if we're lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. My alarm again? Oh my god. Okay. A fine idea. What should we expect down there? Oh, I hate this one, the surprise. As for myself, there are far more subjects I would like to research. I will join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I'll see to it that each is returned to its proper place. That would be a great help. Thank you, Raha. Let's head down the stairs over there and I'll show you where the entrance is. It's going to be a dungeon. Hopefully this will be the first dungeon. Ready? Labyrinth is not too far from here, but you may find a path a bit disorienting. I'll take the lead, so stay close. All I say is try not to follow me. Wait, I have a follow? Off we go then. It's pleasant here amongst the trees. We're actually RP walking. But we should move. Now we run. Try to keep up. Keep to the path, straight ahead. Cross this bridge. These quests are fun. Up here. The west side's not far now. Here we are. Though this door and down the stairs. You did remember to attune the stride back here, didn't you? It would make your life much easier if you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, you should keep moving. Yep. Okay. Oh, Alpha Note is here. We're all here now? Yes? I've taken the liberty of securing permissions for our group's descent. Right. Everyone onto the left and down we go.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky. In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves, and this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed. If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation. Knowledge, buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Not what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing. But I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day.
Aren't those people gleaners?
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Did you call to me just now? No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent. I'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
Wouldn't know what I'm doing, hauling books, nor and fauna. If it needs hauling, I haul it. Every decade or so, they take the stock and laboratories, sort and tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before, though. Just did one of the few summers ago, even. Then, with no warning at all, this mess gets dropped in our laps. Orders from on high. Damned if I know the reason. Could that... They're changing the layout, preparing for the next big expansion? Really? The big expansion. Let me think. The Rhea C should be 1058, Kim C should be 1059, Snowberry 1060, or were they 1061? My head feels like a stuffed with mocha grass. Why more loads to take out than carry in? Why do call this at once and risk messing it up? What if someone mistakes the Corinthians carrots for Albanian carrots? What then? You're here to help or give me more headaches, because you don't have the look of a gleaner, and I'm in no mood for idle chatters. One of my colleagues was so exhausted he took a tumble and crashed into a pile of crates. I have a pack of marmots running loose. Exchange with... Okay. Noise. Ooh. What's that here? Oh wait, I can... So weird. Do I have this on my hotbar right? I do. And like women, what tales did the gleaners have to tell you? So this grand operation began without warning? And for every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. I would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. You are right, the form is definitely up to something. And they're turning the labyrinthos upside down in the process. Glorified Ratcatcher. Crew appear lost in thought. Would do well to learn more of what specifically the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who tasked them to do it. If you're game, McMahon, I have an idea. Did one of the Gleaners you questioned say something about escaped marmots? Perhaps if you were to help him capture these said creatures, he might be inclined towards a more friendly and enlightening conversation. In the meantime, I will turn my charms upon this Gleaner here. We have compared notes afterwards. Happy hunting. Alright, I'm going to take a break. Actually, I might get off for a bit. I need to go work out. Eat, then work out. Alright? So I'll see y'all later.